In the astrology of November 21st, we start our energy off today with the moon in Pisces in a bisectile to the sun in Scorpio in its final degree. We can think of this aspect as a final ominous message from the water collective, and it's often in the form of a prophecy or a statement or a declaration that resonates with us to our core, that we can feel the truth in it. And it sort of describes something that we're experiencing, but something that's about to happen. Something that's happening essentially between now and February when we enter Pisces season. While this is happening, Mercury in Sagittarius enters the triseptile, a waning triseptile with Uranus Taurus, and this is elevating our thinking. It's helping us look backwards in time, especially over these last 3 months, and seeing things from a more elevated point of view, whether you want to think of it as your higher self and your higher self offering this opinion down to your conscious mind, or whether it's maybe your conscious mind in its ultimate form. Basically, you're going to notice that the way that you're innovating, the way that you're inventing, the way that you're thinking, the way that you're problem solving is just coming from a much higher level and a higher frequency. While this is happening, though, Mercury, of course, is in a tri-undecile with Neptune, and so there's a powerful energy of a less is more. Doing things that matter in a very singular way without overcomplicating things, almost returning back to the basic spirit of how we used to look at things when we were children, when we'd problem solve with basically just the raw ingredients instead of creating all of these different techniques and overcomplications. For Aries today, this energy is going to be about finding what you really need, finding what it is that you actually should be anchoring yourself in pursuit of. For Taurus, you are going to be a center of bright ideas, of creative energy. You are essentially going to vibrate this creativity out from within you, and you are going to be the source for a lot of knowledge today. For Gemini, you have a much more singular and individualized energy, but it's very focused, driven, and much like Taurus, full of bright ideas. But for yours, it's much more fixed on problem solving today. For Cancer, a particular journey comes to a close. You're going to know which one it is as you're experiencing the feeling of it. It's a kind of like Eight of Cups in tarot. You are letting something go once and for all. You're making a decision within yourself, and it's so much more powerful than any words in particular you could speak or pro and cons list you could make. This is a feeling, and you're carrying it into action. For Leo, you are called not so much to focus on where you're going, but how you're getting there, the way that you're going from point A to point B. For Virgo, you are today a writer, a speaker, and an informer. You are going to have the knowledge, the words, and the will to speak them to other people today, whether it's on an individual basis or to the collective. For Libra, today's about getting what you want, not necessarily what you need, but looking at what it is that you desire and fulfilling those desires. For Scorpio, you are going to be a seer of the collective today, and your connection specifically to past life connections is going to be incredibly profound, powerful, and happen almost without even trying. For Sagittarius, you are called to not overthink and keep things simple. Keep things as basic as they can possibly be. For Capricorn today, pay close attention to invitations that you receive from other people. These invitations mean more than whatever the event or gathering is. For Aquarius, unlike Leo, today you are called to look at where you're going, what exactly you're aiming for, and this is more than anything, it's less about the where you're going, but it's more so the changing how you're thinking in order to get where you're going. This is about breaking out of mental ruts. For Pisces, you are going to be a messenger of the zodiac today. You are going to deliver divine messages, whether you're aware of it or not. Thank you guys for tuning in today. I will talk to you all tomorrow. Have an amazing rest of your day.